Yo, Modern Aesthetics, what's up? I'm Dr. Joe Niamtu, lovethatface.com, and today I'm going to rant on fillers. So, for those of you that are as old as I am, when 20 years ago, all we had was really Zyplast and Zyderm. That was our fillers. You had to allergy test people. You would inject it, and 3 weeks later it would be gone, and we really thought we were doing something. Nobody ever walked in your office back in 1995 or 96 and said, hey, will you do my tear troughs or my DAOs or my jowls? I mean, we just, you put this stuff in a couple wrinkles, the lips, nasolabial folds. And then a revolution happened, okay? So around 2000, you had Restylane, the first hyaluronic acid, and that was great. So we had one FDA-approved filler that we could use. And then pretty soon, you had Juvederm, and you had Perlane, and then you had Ultra Plus. So now we had 4 options. You could do a lot of things with them, and we started spreading out around the face. And then you had all kind of stuff. You had Prevel. You had Evolence. Remember Evolence? Boom. Look, I still have one right here. It actually was not a bad filler, but then they kind of took it off the market. And so then you had Silk, and then you had Volbella. And now you have Refine and Define and Volure. It's getting really crazy. Maron, we have all these choices now. And I'm not sure where this is going to go. What do you think? So here's what I think. I think it's great because cross-linking and rheology and filler science is really increasing, and it's giving us more tools and more options, and we're more akin to our European counterparts or people in other places. But this is going to have kind of a crazy effect on what happens in this country, I think. Not so much for seasoned injectors, because if you're good at this and you do a lot of it, I think you could take any one filler and use it everywhere and you would do fine. So it's going to be interesting. For instance, Voluma. To me, I think that was a game changer. I do a lot of facial implants, a lot of them, and I do a lot less silicone implants now because you can do a very similar situation to the cheeks in just a couple minutes. And so when you have, okay, you got Volure, Volbella, Refine, Define. Are these going to become popular? And if they do, is Juvederm and Restylane going to phase out and not be used anymore? Or are Juvederm and Restylane going to stay as mainstay fillers, and the Define will make it and the Refine won't? Or the Volbella will make it and the Volure won't? I mean, it's going to be really interesting. And from an economic standpoint, okay, as injectors, we're kind of filler bartenders. I mean, people come in, they ask for this, they ask for this, and there's a lot of good fillers. About 80% of the fillers injected are the hyaluronic acid fillers, and that's kind of what I'm focusing on. And I forgot to mention Belotero, so another one. So is my office going to stock 13 types of fillers, right? I mean, that gets expensive. You have shelf lives and everything. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out. And I think the injectors, the patients, and the filler companies are going to be in for some surprises, and it's like picking stocks and see what's going to happen and where it's going to go. So I think having all these choices is a double-edged sword. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing. And I think what's really interesting, and a lot of my friends that are associated with medical aesthetics are master injectors, and we talk a lot. And right now, like, where do you use this? Where do you use Refine and Define and Volure and Volbella? And what's going to happen? There's going to be, at some major meeting, one of these filler superstars is going to stand up and say, I only use X in this area. And then that's going to reverberate to all the people at the meeting, which is going to reverberate to all the people in their hometown, and pretty soon, bang, I only use this for this. It's going to be real interesting to see how all this plays out, and I think that we are living in a very interesting time, and that's my rant on fillers. For Modern Aesthetics, I'm Dr. Joe Niamtu, lovethatface.com.